Yeah. As you have, you give us a drink before we start.
Welcome to another restaurant punk episode.
Yes. Episode 51, sort of, but not really.
Episode 51, sort of, but not really?
Yes.
Kind of, sort of.
Don't tell George.
Don't tell him.
Don't tell George, because George wants episode 50. So we hopped over to episode 51, and here we are.
Yes, he has a fancy outfit for
Yeah.
episode 50.
Well, he's not here. He left. So what's the number one rule? Be there.
Well, he left. Be there, but he is being there for his restaurant.
That's right.
In defense of George.
And it's not often that I defend George.
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? That's my Al Pacino impression. Do you guys know Al Pacino?
No.
Famous actor? No?
Yes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
probably know him. You can't name actors
Are
because
you
I don't know
joking?
them unless I see their face.
Yeah?
Like I know everybody's face, but I don't know anybody's name.
Whenever
Well,
whenever you see me at the meeting, sit down and I say, all right, what do you got? What do you got? That's my Al
Is that
Pacino,
what
yeah.
that was?
Am I allowed to bring my phone out and look up
You know.
what his face looks
Well,
like?
she's like, that's why. I didn't
You know,
think about it. I'm
you
like,
know
who
all
doesn't
these.
know Al
Am I
Pacino?
allowed?
But
Huh?
he's like 80
Who, Al
now,
Pacino?
right?
Yeah.
70? 80.
Yes, Godfather.
Oh,
Heat,
yeah. See,
Yeah.
just start naming shit and I'll know.
Scent of a Woman, Devil's Advocate.
Devil's Advocate.
You can get killed walking your doggy.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead. That just came out of me.
Yes, I know exactly who he is.
Okay. Yes.
Sorry,
Yeah?
Al Pacino.
But my favorite Al Pacino line, because he did a restaurant movie with Michelle Pfeiffer. It's escaping me right now. It's not his best work, but you know, he busted a guy as a cop, and he's like, the guy's like, oh man, why'd I get messed up with that bitch? And he goes, because she's got a great ass, and you got your head all the way up it. And I'm like, that was just beautiful. And that's the way he talked in the restaurant movie. And remember I talked to you about the Goodfellas restaurant scene?
Yes.
And as we're going to analyze movie restaurant scenes on Restaurant Punk, I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, I'm excited for that.
Sorry, so I don't have a topic. I just wanted to do my Al Pacino impression online so I can watch myself do it and see if it's horrible or not.
I have a topic, actually.
What
I
you
don't
got?
know how good it is, but how do you handle customers who hit on you?
How do I handle guests that hit on me?
Yes, guess.
See what I did there?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. That what? That hit on you? Oh, well, how much time do we got?
Oh,
So, I'm just
I
saying,
feel like he
it's
feeds
such.
into it. Though.
I just.
Who feeds into it?
Well,
Yeah.
he's a dude, so you know how it is.
He's a what?
a dude. That's a guy.
No, it's not even like the dude factor because there's many men that I've worked with that are just like, oh my God, just get them off my back. And like you can only be like flattering to a certain extent. But I don't know. I feel like you're just a different breed. Like you could even be like mean to someone and they're like, yeah, he flirted with me.
So true. I've
know what I
seen
mean?
it
Wait, what are we
happen.
talking about here?
Now that I think, I've seen that happen.
Wait, the topic was what?
How do you handle people that
guests?
Oh,
How do you handle guests that hit on you? Wait, did you just segue to me?
yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
How you handle it? You,
How would I handle what? A guest hitting on me?
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
My point exactly.
I don't think it
My point
upsets
exactly.
you. I'm just saying, like, but you know,
I'm actually very clueless unless it's very, in
like
other
when
words,
a mother and daughter fight over you like that at a bar,
Has this happened before?
when drinks go flying like that. I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
yeah, that kind of circulated, huh?
Oh yeah.
But that was not within one of our establishments.
No.
And I would differentiate the two. And I would say within our establishments, I would say I'm 90% clueless to when I'm being hit on or making eye contact. You know, there's a chapter in the book that I wrote that said, what did I name it? The girl that I me from table 3. Like it takes a lot because we're men and we're so clueless. And I think especially when I'm in one of our establishments, I'm not really paying attention. And I probably missed a lot.
I don't think I buy any of this.
Noelle, are you buying any of this? Because I'm just blowing smoke out of my ass.
It's hard because like when I see you interact, I'm like, oh, he's feeding into it. But then again, I think that that's just, like I said, it doesn't matter if you're being a smartass, if you're being endearing, or if you're just being a downright dick. I feel like people just still give you the same response because like I've seen grown women flirt with you in front of their husbands and you'll accidentally, I guess, since we don't know what's happening, feed into it as well. But I've seen grown women with their husbands right there standing up like, Yianni, oh, Yianni, John, Yianni.
Really?
Oh yes. I can't even pretend that I don't believe what you're saying.
So can I? Well, all right. I'm gonna
Because
be.
you cannot sit there and say you don't know.
I'm gonna be. And I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna ask you guys this, you girls, this question on camera. There's about 10 women that every time I see them, I'm a hugger and a kiss on both sides of the cheek. There's about 10 women that I go to give a hug to when they're with their husbands or whatnot. And I go to give them a kiss on the cheek and then they go this way and they kiss me right on the lips.
Exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like
and
is that really hitting on? No.
Oh, yeah, they're trying
Really,
to sneak in
Yianni?
anything that they
Really?
not you hitting on them, but them hitting on you. Yeah, they're trying to sneak in anything they can get.
See, I feel like it's
Because they're probably saying to their husband, okay, I get one pass. Like they say, like a celebrity, like you get one pass. You're probably the pass, not celebrity. I'm just saying that husband says, okay, fine. You guys, you can sneak a kiss.
Yeah. See, I'm being dead honest. I don't take it like that.
Now, hear me out.
You're so full of shit.
Off topic, I could see Yianni at a bar and someone hitting on him and him being like, oh, wait, what just happened? Like you being clueless then. But like, I just don't, there are so many times that I'll just see people like, Yanni's here. Yanni's here.
It's so funny. I've seen him walk away like mid-sentence, like the people at the bar talking to him.
I've seen Yianni
It's
look at
hysterical.
someone like they have absolutely no brain and look so bored by a conversation and they're still just like,
Yeah, but so I work in the bar environment. What? You have
sorry,
something
I
to say?
feel like this just
I'm just,
automatically became like a
bit
target.
about Yianni.
A target
That
Yianni.
I'll
wasn't
take
my
it all
intention.
because Nico's not here, but he is. He's on audio right now, and I'm looking over at him. As the girls are talking, I'm looking at him going, "Really?" And he's laughing. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, wow, really? And then Liz is looking at me like, he's full of shit. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And then Noelle's kind of like, I'm not sure if he's lying or.
No, like I said, I can see being clueless to like someone that might actually be interested in you out at a bar and like in an instance to where you are looking to take someone home and then you go home alone because you blew it because you didn't take every signal. But like when it comes to these people just blatantly, especially when you're at one of your restaurants and you are like the celebrity of that restaurant and like the little local celebrity of this town, people immediately, if they see you, I mean, even at one of the previous restaurants that I worked at that used to previously be in the Cara restaurant group, the servers, Yianni would walk in and nobody knew if they loved or hated you. And there was a group that all said that they would hate Yianni. They would hate him. They didn't like him. They hated who he was.
Why is Liz laughing? Why are you
Because-
laughing? Because I don't know what the f- you're talking about. I got hate.
Again, here we go.
Clueless.
Playing clueless.
They
All right.
come
Do you want me
in
to
and they
stop bullshitting?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, I f***ing know who I am. I walk in, but I'm not hitting on you.
Right.
No, you're not.
No,
I'm
we're
not.
saying you're.
All right.
you're
If
adding
we're
to
being
that.
honest, all those restaurateurs out there, yes, there's something to be said about owning your place. And when I say owning your place, not physically on paper, but owning your fucking place and being a presence and really believing in what you're doing. If there's one advantage that I have over anybody, it's I know who I am. And you know what? No, I'm not. So what's hate again? I'm sorry. It's still in the back of my head. How do you hate
You,
somebody?
like, when you like
I know what it
despise-
physically means.
like when
yeah,
So-
but I'm not getting hate fucked.
no, they're
Or
just
you
saying
don't.
that
Or
they
you're not
would.
aware
Like,
it's happening.
it's one of those things.
I'm
to
sorry.
Where, like,
Did you just say they would?
Yeah, like
Oh,
they
so be
would
it.
hate you.
They would hate.
Yeah, like you're
Oh,
in the
you said they
category
hate-
of
okay.
they would hate you. Like they can't stand like when you're at the restaurant and you drive them nuts, but then like at the end of the day, they're like, but I'd still hate.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And I just feel that.
And I was like, no, I'm gonna go for his brother.
And then she did.
Pete.
Like, fuck them all you want. I'm gonna go make them.
Pete.
But I just think that, and it's not just women hitting on guys or the owners or just, in any restaurant, it happens all the time that the customers will come in, women to guys, guys to girls. And it's just like, you shouldn't be hitting on the staff, the owner, the manager. You just shouldn't be. Because you think you're the first person to do it. Like everyone, I don't know. It's just, it makes it awkward for the employee or the owner when you are hitting on them. Like, what do you say?
Okay, so I feel like it's so different when it comes to bartending and serving, right? Because bartending, you're just like skipping through people. You're not subjected to this one person solely for an hour, right? Like you're skipping through the bar.
Goes
Now-
back to one of my favorite episodes with the two of you and Leah with speakeasy versus sports bar and making a commitment at a speakeasy to one person as opposed to being in a sports bar and not making a commitment and just go, pump them out.
Yeah.
You know, so that's where the
and
commitment
like
phase
I
comes
feel like
in.
I can handle the quick flirt at a bar, like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. What are you doing after your shift? Ha ha ha, here's your drink. Walk away. I have 19 other people to deal with right now, like just in this small section, as opposed to I'm at a table with a grown man and his wife, and you know, like they're all sitting down and he's like giving me eye signals or like flirting with me in front of his wife or whatever, and it's just like, okay, this is so uncomfortable. Or when the parents try to set you up with their kid at the table and you're like, this is even more uncomfortable. I don't know. I feel like working behind a bar, it's easier to escape.
See, I think it's the opposite. I
Yeah,
think because you don't have to be at your table in your section the entire time. Obviously, if you're a good server, you should be in there often. But in the bar, depending on how big your bar is, like you might get trapped, and then I gotta go throw a glass on the ground, break it, so I have something to do, so I look busy, so I'm going to talk to you. Like,
Can I ask you both something because we all have bar experience? I might lean more towards that because you know what? Especially if it's a long bar, right? And you're stuck with somebody. What do? Do you stay on the other end of the bar? They're obviously trying to make eye contact with you. Yes.
There's nowhere to go.
I feel like I say that and I have to bite my tongue a little bit because again, it depends on the size of the bar that you're working, how busy the bar is, if you're the only one working the bar, because then like, for instance, if you have someone else, you could be like, okay, your turn, please go handle him. Like, I don't want to go up to him.
Serving
You know
is
what I mean?
definitely serving is definitely much easier for
Yeah.
escape. You know, because you can. I mean, there's so many
Yeah,
places to hide.
You're right.
but then there's people like, you know, they'll tip you really well. So many years ago, this guy tipped me, wasn't extravagantly, but
Was
it
he
was a good
hitting
tip.
on you?
Well, he tipped me, and then he wanted me to talk to him the entire time. And he said, why aren't you talking to me? Like, he wanted to flirt. He said, why are you talking to me? I gave you a good tip.
Did you want to flirt with him?
No, I want to give him his tip back because that shouldn't be the deal.
Would
Like,
it make a difference if you were semi-attracted to this person? Of course it would. Come on, Liz.
I'm not attracted to most people, so that's not really a problem. It's just not. Especially someone I don't know. I don't know you. You could be an asshole. I don't know.
I think it's simple. I think it just comes down to not only in restaurants, anywhere, all walks of life. It's just like for me, the one thing I learned in my 30s was the eye contact. And the night that I learned it, I was in Athens, Greece, and there was a very, who still is, a very popular singer, entertainer there. So I was in the packed house. I walked in and I got a table to myself. And the person at the door said, how many in your party? And I'm like, here's what I want. I'm from New Jersey. I'm here for the first time. I want to buy a table for myself and I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to have a drink and I want to watch this woman sing and just relax. Long story short, I ordered a bottle of whiskey. I sat there. I had my cigarettes. They brought me some food. Everybody around me is looking at me like, why is he sitting by himself? The singer comes out, third set, comes out, and then she's singing. Da-na-na-na-na. And then she just kept singing. 1 second of eye contact. And I know that look. I stopped. I looked at the bottle of whiskey. I said, don't drink anymore. Play it cool. All I'm going to say is it worked. And, you know, we are still friends to this day. I would call her the Madonna of Greece. And it was just 1 second of eye contact. So whether you're in a bar or how you were saying about flirting with what, yeah, you both know the look.
Yeah.
But how long does that look go on for? It should be 1 to 2 seconds tops. All right. And the woman should never have to go hit on the guy. The guy should always go hit on the woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
With fear of getting rejected. A lot of men. Wait, are we going into dating advice as
I was
opposed to
gonna say.
restaurants? Now I'm starting to segue into something
Let
else.
me be super clear. If you think your brother hit on me first, and we have something like,
So, Noelle, let's get into that for a second because speaking of how did Noelle get my brother? Or how did my brother get Noelle? Wait, which way is it?
I got him, but
Did you find him attractive like when you first met him?
yeah. Well, when I first met him, he was unavailable.
Why not? Oh, yeah, he was no, he wasn't married.
He wasn't married. He was
He was
engaged.
unavailable. Did you hit on him at all?
No.
You did not.
I did not.
Okay.
I don't cross that bridge. If you're a taken man, you're a taken man. I'm not going to cross that bridge.
All right. Agreed? Okay, agreed.
And then he became available. And then he started showing up and like was just more prominent in my life because I also did take over the catering company.
Yes.
So then like I slowly got to know him and I was like, wow, he's such a good guy. You know, like, I mean, he's great. And then, I don't know. I just was just like, oh, he's cute. So then I started just like, I would make the eye contact.
He is pretty cute.
He's fucking
right?
cute.
He
And I
is.
would make the eye contact and I would like engage in conversation and just like, you know, and then it got to a point to where I was like, oh shit, I probably shouldn't do this because like he's not my boss, but he's like up there and I'll never forget, we were at Vintage one day and I definitely knew at this point that Peter also had feelings for me, but then I started to pull back because I got scared. And this guy was talking about how he met his wife of like 20 plus years at a restaurant that they had worked at together. And my words were, yeah, see, I don't know. I just don't dip my pen in company ink. And here we are living together. We've been together for well over a year.
Good for you.
About to own businesses together. And
but when did you seal the deal?
Peter kissed me first.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he says it differently.
So full of
He
shit.
told me a whole different story.
Okay. So,
Truth comes out. Okay, so tell the truth. Go ahead.
so
Tell the truth. I heard a completely different story.
at work, he came in. I think we all went for drinks and we had been like hanging out.
When you
like,
say at work, what do you mean?
I was working.
Okay.
He had come into the restaurant.
So he was a guest. You were the restaurant owner. He came into the restaurant.
And then
You took control.
And then we all went for drinks after. And
You went for drinks.
this isn't the
after.
first time that we had like gotten drinks together, or we went to lunch one day together, and I knew immediately, like when we went to go lunch together, I was like, oh.
Did he give you like the look and the smile, the Pete smile? Did he make it obvious? This is my question. Did he make it obvious?
At lunch, when like before we went to lunch, no, he didn't make it obvious. Like it was like very cordial, very friendly. And then we went to lunch and then it was just like, oh shit, now I think it's obvious on both of our parts. And like literally from that lunch on, I think we've seen each other every single day since. But we still played it cool. And I was like, I'm not going to make the first move. I can't make the first move. What would this do for, and I had just got taken.
Why couldn't you make the first move? Why can't a woman make the first move?
Well, no,
No?
typically I've made the first move in different scenarios, but for this one, I had just
tricky.
taken over the catering company. I had just gotten a seat at the table and I was like, I'm not going to this whole opportunity that I just got handed up because I'm sleeping with one of the like heads of care, you know, like I don't want to screw this up. And so we went to lunch and then after that we went and got drinks. And while we were getting drinks, he wanted to be responsible. I wasn't as drunk as him because, you know, Pete, he can only have a couple drinks. And so I was like, I'll drive you home. You're a little lightweight. And I was like, I'll drive you home because he lived right around the corner from the restaurant. We were sitting in the car and our good friend Nico gave him a decision-making coin. Like flip yes or no.
Interesting.
And so
Is that just a regular coin?
no, it was like it's an actual
says yes on one side and no on the other?
Yeah. I think. I don't know.
Imagine if you lived your life that way.
Ooh.
So he, yikes. So he had a decision-making coin and he was just like, I forgot my decision-making coin and I need help with making a decision.
Oh, smooth, Pete.
And I knew exactly what the
pretty good,
decision
actually.
was. And so I'm like, here's a quarter. I'm like, here, I have a quarter. And so what does Pete do naturally? He drops the quarter after he flips it and can't find it in my car.
I mean,
so,
what's cuter than that?
I know.
No,
I
mean, come
know.
on.
So then I'm like, oh, here's another quarter. And it flipped on no. And he was like, And I said, well, I mean, it really just comes down to your gut, you know? Because I knew he wanted to kiss me, and I wasn't like I was so
See?
scared to do
You
it.
took control. It's all
so
right.
I did,
It's okay.
in a sense, take control. But he did kiss me first.
Aww.
But I did say, and I'll admit it here on camera because I never do it home. I said I love you first.
Well, Liz, I heard a completely different story.
Oh, yeah.
What was your story?
I'm not going to tell. I'll talk to you after the pod.
Okay.
After this.
I really
after
do
this.
wanna know
After
this.
this video.
Oh my gosh.
So, are we all in agreement that when guests hit on?
Wait, I feel like we should be there. We need to give advice to our audience. You shouldn't be hitting
Okay.
on employees.
No,
What
you
do you
shouldn't
mean?
be hitting
Whoa.
on employees.
Well, hold on. See, I disagree with that.
Yeah, well,
Unless you get a signal to where it. Like,
What did I just
it's
tell you?
okay
Do
to
not hear
give a
my story
signal.
about Greece.
I
You're
know.
going to tell me if you're bartending or serving or even working in the kitchen and you get a 1 second look from a person, That's not hitting.
Okay, it's
You're talking about somebody blowing smoke up your ass, right?
You know, people, guys, especially when they're
Single
drinking,
guys.
Men. Oh,
imagine the look that never happened. Okay. For example, I'm not the tallest person, right? Kind of short. And a short guy walks up to the bar.
Short guy walks into a bar.
Okay. So short guys think that because I'm short, they have a shot. They have a better shot. Because really, a lot of women don't want to date guys shorter than them, right? That shouldn't matter, but a lot of women are like that. So they see me, they think, oh my God, love connection. It is not a love connection. You being short and me being short doesn't make it a love connection. You drinking, thinking that I gave you the look when I'm just asking you what you want to drink, that's not a love connection. Like, there's a lot of times where men see things that aren't there, and then women will see things that aren't there. Like, I've seen women hit on bartenders I'm working with, and they think the guys give them the look, and they're not giving them the look.
They're not.
Yeah.
Yes, there's
So that
mistakes
happens
to be
a
made.
lot. So you can't. I'm not saying it's bad, but if you really feel it, but a lot of people, their radar is so off.
Let's just say if within the first,
Agreed.
let's say look or two, we'll give them 2 looks. Give it up. Clearly, there's nothing there.
Agreed and agreed with both of you. That's perfectly put.
You know, like don't be persistent. Like I hate when I have to cringe going back to that one table that has been flirting with me and that won't get up and are purposely lingering because they think that if they stay for an extra 30 minutes and guess what? There's not one other table in here and you know I'm about to close down and you think that's going to give you a chance. It's not. It's not. I'm actually pissed you're still here. I want to go home.
Read the room.
Read the room.
And
Read the
don't
room.
ask a bartender if you can touch her butt for $4.
Oh my God.
Offer at least
Honestly,
$5.
Noelle, your story about Pete was fantastic. I'd like to hear touch my butt for $4.
No, a guy came into the bar.
Hello, Alex. I'll take touch my butt for $4. What are we
like-
talking about here?
I
What
was
do you got?
bartending, and this kid comes up to me. He said, if I give you $4, will you let me touch your butt? And I'm like, excuse me, 4?
$4?
You couldn't round it up to 5?
I mean,
go,
right?
you're done. So get the hell away from me. But if you're gonna offer, round up. but you shouldn't offer.
Round up.
But you shouldn't be offering.
Well, how would you rate your butt on a scale of 1 to 10?
These days, not good. It's not good. It's not.
Honestly, I was waiting for Liz to go.
These days.
I'll tell
10
you
bucks.
what.
10 bucks.
Tell you what. There used to be a time, when Lee and I worked together, where I would always make her look at my butt every single shift. Because I would work on it and work at it. Because you get older.
Oh, to work on your butt.
Yeah. So
okay.
you get older.
Especially when you're putting in the work to work on
Yeah,
your butt.
but-
Someone give me results.
It's harder to maintain once you get older. It just is, right? Because your muscle mass just starts to go down a percentage, like 4 or 5% once you hit like the age like 35 or older, 40, whatever. So anyway, I'd work on it. And even if Leah didn't want to look at it, I made her. And sometimes she humored me. She said it looked good. But nowadays, I don't know. It doesn't look too good. I worked on it last night, but it doesn't look too good. Sad. Anyway. That's it. That's my story.
Well,
Jeez, Liz. What?
Well, you know what? Some of us don't have butt injections. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't have butt
Are you
injections.
talking to me or Noelle?
They're not butt injections, I swear. It's just that like first
talking
year
to
of
him.
love, you gain a couple pounds and then you go to Greece and then you gain a couple more. Then you go to Texas and gain a couple more. And then before you know it, your butt's bigger because you got that love weight on you.
I think
know?
she's- I think she's talking to me.
Yeah, I was talking about him.
Oh, do you have butt
No,
injections?
I joke around like he does. Because don't you think it's
No, but Yianni,
suspect?
I do have to say, Yianni carries the ass for his entire family.
Yeah, but you don't think it's suspect? Because when you get like,
I love you. I'm sorry, but we all
I
know
love you
it's
too,
true.
Pete.
I don't know. Because as you get older, it goes flatter. I'm just saying his hasn't gotten flat, so it makes me question what's in there.
Wait, you think you're the only person that works on their butt?
Liz,
Don't get your butt.
Liz, I think what it comes down to is his pants are so tight they lift.
Absolutely.
What if he wears those underwear with the
With
pads?
the little pads? No,
Let's-
I don't think it's
let's
the
spread
pads.
that
I think
rumor.
it's the cutouts that like hold your butt up, like the
yeah,
contour.
Yeah, let's spread that rumor. I like that.
Let's spread that rumor. Yeah, I like it.
Anyway.
Please don't spread that rumor. Please don't.
You heard it. Breaking news. You heard it first here. Restaurant Punk. Yianni wears butt pads.
Well, for male and female employees in restaurants or bars or clubs or future restaurateurs or restaurateurs, Restaurant Punk, coming from Yianni, secrets to a great ass. Okay? Number 1, stay in your restaurant 24/7 and don't fucking sit down. Stand, move, walk. keys to a great ass in your 40s? No, I don't work out on my butt. I don't have butt injections. There's no butt pads. But if there's something I can offer to our watchers and listeners, I would say eat standing up, do everything standing up. Yes?
Sure.
You agree with that? Don't sit down. Don't get comfortable. And I'm going to say don't get comfortable in your restaurant. You can always be better. Fair enough?
And stop flirting.
Stop flirting with your guests.
uncomfortable
I would
flirting.
like to do a part 2 on this episode because I feel like
Yeah.
this is a broad topic.
Yep. I agree.
Yes?
Yeah.
I agree.
That's
Okay.
what I'm talking about. Love you guys, girls.
Thanks.
Ladies.
I like
Hey, ladies.
Get funky.
Oh, we're on 2.
Yeah, I don't even know
No,
what
it's
the hell
Beastie
you're
Boys.
talking about.
Beastie Boys. I think our listeners will know Beastie Boys. Who are you talking
Beastie Boys. Yeah.
Yeah, Beastie Boy. Yeah. That's punk.
It is punk.
Restaurant
All
Punk
right, great.
out.
Bye.
Bye.